On the Farm. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at corn, bean, and wheat futures and the movement of the grains here in Texas, courtesy of John Tuggle and Company Corpus. For the current crop year, 22-23 for corn, USDA raised their domestic feeding by 150 million bushels, cutting ethanol usage by 25 million and exports by 75 million, resulting in an ending year carryout of 50 bushels less than last month at 1.402 billion bushels. For crop year 23-24, USDA cut the yield from 181.5 to 177.5 in bushels per acre, but with an extra 2.1 million acres USDA gave us on June the 30th, the resulting production rose 55 million bushels to an all-time record of 15.320 billion bushel. While the numbers did not seem that surprising or bearish to John Tuggle, the corn market certainly did not like it, closing down 18 cents by the bushel on corn, 32 on beans, and 14 on KC wheat. Cash trading's predictably slow, with a sharp drop in wheat prices and the cash basis, particularly for milo, likely to edge higher as a result. Corpus Christi's public elevator and ADM continue to be open for milo trucks 24/7, 7 days a week. The Andersons Houston open for trucks 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Timco Houston open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. this week. For help marketing your grains, trust Tuggle and Company Corpus. John Tuggle, 361-852-5207. We are on the line with Ken Jordan Cattle Auction, getting ready for the San Saba sale. Ken, what's it looking like Wednesday night for Thursday?
You bet, Larry. Right around 6 o'clock, we've got close to 2,000 head already on the yards, about 200 cows, 21 bulls, and the rest of them all good calves and yearlings. A lot of wean cattle, a lot of choice offering calves going to be here. We're kind of expecting a good run coming on in the morning, and we'll get some more tonight, probably around that 2,500 what we're expecting, Larry.
Good. What's the temperature going to be about sale time?
I think the temperature, hopefully, maybe it's be in the 90s. Then we'll get on up to that 100 plus. We don't have the humidity quite as bad, so it's a little better than it was, say, 3 weeks ago, Larry.
All right. Well, hope you have a good sale. We'll talk with you after. In the meantime, tell everybody how to contact you.
You bet, Larry. Then give us a call, Larry. Code 325-372-5159. Also over here, we do got a lot of good shed and space and everything, sprinkler system, so it really helps on the cattle too, Larry.
Good deal. Ken, thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Sounds great, Larry. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Neighbor, let's take a quick look at the meat movement from yesterday. We'll begin with the national pork carcass cutout value, $1.33 lower in the afternoon at $110.66. Federally inspected hog slaughter, 1.388 million head for the week through Wednesday. That's about 46,000 head ahead of the same week last year for that pace. As we look toward our beef, looks like USDA reported wholesale box beef prices, $312.04 in the choice, $282.32 in the select, down by 8 cents and $208 higher respectively. The choice rib came in at $451.37 versus $380.13 quote for the select in the morning report. Federally inspected slaughter, 128,000 head for Tuesday. After a Monday revision kill lower, the week's running totals about 250,000. Looks like USDA confirmed 180 sales on Tuesday. Volume very limited. We're still looking at 176 to 178 bid, 179 to 181 ask. We're on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock. Sean, had cattle sale in Fredericksburg.
Larry, the market was awful good again. Some of these heavier cattle, they probably, I quoted them 2 to 4 higher, but some of those bigger cattle might have been just a tick higher on the steers and the heifer mates. Then we had some of the lighter cattle. It looked like on some of those steers, the quality was a little better than before the fourth, but some of those quotes for sure a lot higher. So I thought we got along good on the steers and the heifers and the cows and bulls. Cows was probably about steady. Bulls was probably 1 or 2 higher. So that's kind of how I quoted that. We didn't have many pairs to test the market or many bred cows. So cow market's so good at, if we weigh them and they'll bring as much per head as about what they'll give for them, some of these old cows bred. So we weighed most everything today.
Right.
But I thought we got along real good. The quality was good. I mean, we sold some of those heifers up to, weighing in the 7s, 740, I think was one drag of them, bring up to 224 or 5. Steer mates, kind of the same way. I thought we got along real well.
Good. Now, next week we'll do sheep and goats Tuesday, cattle Wednesday. What do you say?
I'm sure it'll be a little softer on the run-wise as it was this week. We kind of doubled up on the sheep and goat end. Cattle end, I would sure think, here on out, sure ought to start catching, 1,000 to 1,500. It's turned off a little drier, and this whole market's sure good. It should bring a few in.
Tell everybody how to contact you.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
Thank you, Sean. Appreciate you.
Thanks, you.
Bye-bye.
Wholesale Steel, family owned and operated since 1976. Has heavy-duty panels, the first and only panels on the market with a lifetime warranty against damage from your animals. Wholesale Steel with 2 locations to serve you in San Antonio and Hearn. Financing available, and we wholesale to the public. Visit our website at wholesalesteelsa.com or call 210-624-2000 for Wholesale Steel.
We're on the line with Kelly Thigpen. Kelly, how'd the Pearsall sale turn out?
I had a good sale. Larry ended up with 762 head of cattle there today, and the market was sure plenty all right. I thought it looked like the Packer cows and bulls were fully steady, maybe even a bit stronger than where we were right there for the 4th of July break. I guess $1.09 on the best cow today, and $1.27 I believe on the best bull. So good strong market there. Didn't really have much as far as replacement cows go. Did have a pretty good jag of those replacement heifers, some Brahman heifers, open Brahman heifers, and some open tiger stripe heifers, and they all kind of bring from 1,200 on the lighter end up to 1,550 on some of the bigger heifers. But anyway, thought they sold extremely well. And then on the calf and yearling side of things, looked like it was probably steady to maybe $3 or $4 better in spots. Just a good strong market all the way through. Had a good many strings of cattle there today, and I thought they all sold well. So anyway, got along good. Like I said, ended up with 762 head.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for next Wednesday's sale in Pearsall, Kelly.
Call us there at the office, 830-334-3653. My mobile is 334-1047, or look us up on the website. That's PearsallLivestock.com.
Kelly, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm down on the farms, Larry Marble. I'm with Tony from D&D Farm and Ranch. Tony, you got news on T-Post?
Yes, sir, I do. Right now, our 6.5-foot American-made 133 T-posts went down. They're at $5.99, and that's if you buy one or however many you need.
Well, tell everybody how to get that great deal in this new price drop on T-Post.
Well, they can reach me out at 830-379-7340, extension 162.
We've been with Tony from D&D. Tony, have a good day. Help those people when they come by to buy T-Post.
Yes, sir, sure will. Thank you.
You're welcome. We're on the line with Cousin Brian Lintzman from Seguin Cattle Company. Cousin Brian, how'd the Wednesday sale go?
Turned out real good, Larry. Ended up with 985 head of cattle. This market, I mean, it's just, active. Everybody trying to buy some. And, we see these calves getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Some of it has to do with dry weather, but a lot of it has to do with just the market's that dang good, So is there going to be a fall rush? Who knows? Because, we're selling lots of 3, 4, 5 weight cattle that we won't see this fall. So,
right.
But anyway, those 2 to 3 weight steers, $1.92 to $3.07. 3 to 4 weights, $2.22 to $2.95. 4 to 5 weights, $1.89 to $2.64. 5 to 6 weights, $1.67 to $2.60. 6 to 7 weights, $1.74 to $2.35. With 7 to 8 weight steers, $1.29 to $2.01. Heifer mates, 3 to 4 weights, $1.77 to $2.72. 3 to 4 weights, $2.01 to $2.76. 4 to 5 weights, $2.05 to $2.57. 5 to 6 weights, $1.82 to $2.31. With the 6 to 7 weight heifers, $1.79 to $2.12. Top end of the cows, $1.12 today. Top end of the bulls, $1.28. Had a few pairs, $500 to $1,600, and that's kind of the cattle market.
How about sheep and goat?
Sheep and goats, it's finally hit the brick wall here. 1,241 head, and everything was definitely softer in the sheep and goat market. The good stuff still brings a premium, but it's just, there was lots of plain stuff out there today. Top end of the nannies, $300, with the kid goats bringing $2 to $3.57. Billies, $1 to $2.10. Had a few weathers from $1.20 up to $3.40. Dorper ewes from $45 to $125, with the lambs bringing from $1.80 to $2.30, and the sheep bucks up $87 to $1.50, depending on how good they were. But that's kind of the sheep and goat market.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for next week, Brian.
You can give us a call at 830-379-9955, or you can call me on my cell phone, 830-305-0652.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You take care, Cousin Larry.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
MG Building Materials, 5 retail locations all over South and Central Texas from the Hill Country to the Gulf Coast. Perfect if you're a contractor or a homeowner. The smallest home improvement job to the largest commercial project, MG's positioned to help everyone. MGBuildingMaterials.com. San Antonio, Corpus, Pleasanton, Kerrville, and Uvalde. Always on the web, MGBuildingMaterials.com. MG's 5 retail centers there to help you at MGBuildingMaterials.com.
We're on the line with Klein Spear. Klein, we need to talk about the sheep and goat sale before we preview cattle. How did it go?
Went pretty well there. We had a little over 800 head. Pretty steady market that we had there before the 4th. Lambs were probably just 10 cents better, and some of those billies were a little better. So overall, pretty similar though. Heavy lambs $1.20 to $2.10. Those light lambs $1.50 to $2.15. Those fat ewes to $1.20, and those thin pack ewes $40 to $80. Packer nannies $50 to $1.20. Fat Spanish nannies $1.10 to $1.60. Those stocker nannies $1.40 up to $2.55. Those good can breed those $2 up to $2.60, and those lightweights $1.70 to $2.90, and the billies yesterday $1.85 to $2.30. So kind of that middle of summer type market.
Now the cattle sale, how's it shaping up?
Got about 300 on the yard this evening, Larry. We got probably 20, 25 kind of young bred cows on the yard, kind of mostly blacks on them. Got a couple pairs showing up. Got some good young cows that are open to turn back out, and got some really good calves in the yearlings. So probably, somewhere around that 400 head range, something like that tomorrow, depending on how everybody gets them worked and gets around the heat.
Tell everybody how to contact you, Klein Spear.
Call us at the office, 830-278-5621, or my cell phone, 830-591-3241.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye.
This is Channel 5 reporting live from the rangeland, where earlier today, a death was reported. I'm standing here talking to...
Mesquite.
Mr. Mesquite. What happened here today?
Well, Weesatch and I had been living on this rangeland. Every year the rancher would spray us with herbicide and we'd take a nice, long nap. But we always woke up.
What changed, Mesquite?
It's that Invora herbicide. The rancher used it with Rangeview to target his application, and now I don't think Weesatch is coming back.
I wouldn't think so. It's guaranteed
control for 5 years.
You heard it from Mesquite himself. Invora and Rangeview stop brush for the long haul. It's guaranteed.
Start investing in the long haul with guaranteed mesquite and Weesatch control at Invora.com. That's INVORA.com. Always read and follow label instructions. Invora is a restricted use pesticide. Invora is a trademark owned by Environmental Science US LLC or one of its affiliates. Not all products are registered in all states.
We're on the line with Chris Carter, Karnes County Livestock Exchange in Kennedy. Chris, we always begin by thanking the folks that do business with us.
You betcha, Larry. First of all, I do want to thank all of you for your consignments, and also welcome back some of you that did take a little time off for the 4th, if you were able to do that. We did not have a sale last week. We were off on the 6th, but we closed out June the 2 weeks prior to that with 546 head of cattle. The market was steady to stronger on calves weighing 400 plus and all the packers.
Walk those pins with us.
Steers, number ones, 2 to 3 weight, $267 to $3. 3 and 4 is $254 to $3. 4 and 5 weights, $236 to $270. 5 and 6 is $213 to $255. 6 and 7 is $203 to $236. And the 7 8 weights, $194 to $215. On the heifers, 2 to 3 weight, $249 to $280. 3 and 4 is $215 to $255. 4 and 5 weights, $219 to $260. 5 and 6 is $202 to $231. 6 and 7 is $194 to $220. 7 and 8 weights, $174 to $186. We had 15 packer bulls. High yielding was $121 up to $130 on the best bull. Medium $107 to $112. We had 64 packer cows. High yielding $106 to $113. Medium $87 to $95, and the low end $50 to $57. Only had 2 bred cows, and they bring from $10.10 to $12 1/4, and 1 pair bring $15.25.
What's under the barn for the Thursday sale?
Well, at the present time, we've about doubled up, and we have 912 head checked in, and we're looking for maybe about 1150 come sale time. We've got 128 packer cows and bulls, 32 be palpated, 12 pair, 15 fresh ropers, and the rest are yearlings.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
For any questions, please call Wellen Rouse at 361-542-0810 or myself at 210-286-5345.
Neighbor, let's take a shorter look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle and Company, Corpus. We'll call Milo through Corpus 1016, Progresso 864, yellow corn to Corpus 456 and a quarter, Houston 491 and a quarter, hard red winter wheat to Houston in August 808, beans to Houston in August 1257 and three quarters, Texas cotton 3,739 bales 7601. That's it for Down on the Farm. Thanks for listening to our 14 affiliate stations or at downonthefarmradio.com. I'm Larry Marble. Good day to you.